you very much. And thank you for seeing me home.
2 o'clock in the morning. I wouldn't allow you to come home alone.
Well, whatever happened to women's lib and all that separate car routine?
I advocate togetherness. Well, separate checks every once in a while for a change of pace, but never separate cars. I take care of my ladies. Door-to-door service. May I take your coat?
Oh, that's very nice to be taken care of for a change.
Do I detect a hint of wistfulness there?
Well, I do get a little weary being Madam Executive and solving the world's problems. Sort of nice to have a man take over.
Well, be careful. You're showing your vulnerability. It's very becoming.
Don't worry about it. It's only temporary.
Oh. I didn't do anything to prompt that momentary lapse, did I?
If you had, I wouldn't give you the advantage of admitting it.
I can't blame a guy for trying. I have a confession to make.
What is it?
Well, there was a sort of underhanded reason for my wanting to see you directly to your door.
I'm afraid to ask.
There's some things that I want to discuss. Changes, the construction of the annex.
Oh, come on. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I am not going to discuss
business. That's what I
business.
hoped you were going to say.
What a nice evening. It's too bad it has to end.
It doesn't have to.
Yes, it does, I'm afraid.
Did I get my signals crossed? I thought that you offered me an invitation.
I did.
I must have lost my touch.
No, I changed my mind. It's a feminine prerogative.
Why?
Because it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm a working woman.
Well, that's a stock answer. I would have imagined that you would have come up with something more interesting than that, Stephanie. What's your real reason?
I have to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed in 5 hours, something which I can accomplish with 8 hours of sleep, as silly as that sounds.
Well, I guess I have to accept that. Sleep tight. I'll call you tomorrow.
Well, you're either the most gallant or the wisest man I've ever seen.
Neither. I just don't stay where I'm not wanted.
Oh, but you're mistaken. I do want you.
Then why all the delays?
Because if we ever do have a relationship, I would like it to be one of quality, not just a hit-and-miss affair.
Perhaps a more romantic setting, not your place or mine.
You got the picture.
Well, I think I know the perfect location. I know where I can get 2 first-class tickets on the next shuttle to the moon.
Oh, come on, I don't have that much patience.
Not too exotic for you?
No, too remote.
How about an extended weekend in a nice little country inn? Is that more to your liking?
Oh, that sounds wonderful, as long as it's sinful.
Oh, definitely. You want me to make the arrangements?
No, I can do that.
Oh, you're going to pick up the check?
No, I'm just going to make the arrangements. I'll give you a credit card.
You're a tough lady, Mrs. Wyatt.
Oh, but I can be very, very soft. You wait and see. When there's a babbling brook outside my bedroom window.
Sweetheart, you've been going over those figures for the last 2 hours. Would you think maybe you'd like to come to bed?
Not now. I gotta try to get us out of debt.
The only thing you're gonna get if you keep doing that is a stiff neck.
Please don't bug me.
How about a nice massage to ease those muscles?
Wendy, not now. Please, I can't concentrate with your hands all over me.
Well, that's the main idea. Come on, sit back. Relax, relax.
Wendy, somebody has got to take charge here, okay? These bills aren't going to get paid by themselves. They're not going to get up and walk away.
Would you stop thinking about them?
I can't. You know, we're 2 weeks behind on our rent. Now, if I don't figure out a way to pay it, we're going to be out on the streets.
Well, Mr. Krause is a nice old man. He's not going to evict us.
Landlords are not in business to be nice. They're in business for the almighty dollar, right? Okay, and all they worry about is when they're going to get it.
Oh, I think you're wrong.
Oh, you do you?
Yes, I do. I had a nice chat with Mr. Krause last week, and he didn't mention one thing about the rent.
Yeah, what did you talk about?
Personal things. He told me about his family. Do you know he has 2 grandchildren in college? I didn't know he was that old.
Yeah?
Yeah, I told him that we want to have a family. I told him as soon as I got pregnant, we probably would want a larger apartment.
Hey, that's just great. Okay, you gave him the perfect out. This building doesn't allow children. He's probably already promised the apartment to somebody else. That's why he's being so nice to you.
We are going to have a family eventually, Warren. And I would appreciate it if you wouldn't throw things. I paid a maid $30 to clean this place.
You paid a maid $30? Wendy, I could have paid the phone bill with that. You're supposed to do the cleaning, not a maid.
I thought you'd be pleased.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know you're trying. Do you have any cash on you?
No. I don't even have any in my checking account. As a matter of fact, I was going to ask you for some groceries.
No, I'm broke. I couldn't even pay for my drink at Bigelow's.
Honey, what happened to that $5,000?
I still have it.
Well, then what are you worried about? If we budget ourselves correctly, we'll get through the next few months with that.
Wendy, we're not going to touch that money. That's my seed money. I'm going to use that to reestablish myself in business again. Kristen offered to loan me some money. I turned her down.
You would accept money from my mother, but not from your own sister.
Yeah, that's right, because Kristen doesn't have it. Your mother does.
Here you are. Hot chocolate. Be careful. It's very, very hot.
Thanks. It's perfect.
Good.
Can't believe I screamed like that.
Well, don't think about it. I'm here now.
I know that Jack Benton was the one making those telephone calls.
How would he know that you were staying here?
I don't know. Maybe he wants to punish me for putting him through that trial.
Eliza knows that you're here. Did you tell anyone else?
I don't think so.
Think, maybe you're forgetting someone. And phone calls could have been from a friend who was just concerned about your welfare, not from Benton at all.
A friend would have answered when I asked who it was. No, I'm sure it was Jack. Well, I did call Stephanie to let her know where I was in case she needed me for anything.
Did you give her this number?
No, she wasn't there, so I left it with her secretary.
Oh. Okay. Well, enough of 20 questions for one night. It's going to be light soon. You got to get some rest.
Oh, please don't go.
I'm not going anywhere.
I really don't want to be alone right now.
Listen, you just lie down on the couch. I'll be right back. Here.
Thanks.
Let me cover you up. How's that?
It's great. It's not so frightening with you here.
I'm not going anywhere. There's nothing to be afraid of now.
Thanks, McCleary.
We aim to please, man.
Hogan,
I'm right here, Sunshine.
do you think Jack Benton murdered Lori Hughes?
morning, Mr. Kendall.
Don't go away. I want to talk to you.
Sure. Well,
I speak to your wife, please.
who is this?
Lloyd Kendall?
Just a minute. Wendy. Wendy. Honey, get up.
What is it?
Phone.
What time is it?
I don't know. It's early.
Hello?
Good morning, Wendy. It's Lloyd Kendall.
Oh, hi.
I told you I'd get back to you about that job we discussed yesterday. Are you still interested in working?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Can you meet me for lunch today? We can discuss the particulars then.
Sure. That would be fine. Okay. I'll be there. See you then. Bye, Mr. Kendall.
What did Lloyd Kendall want?
Oh, he, wanted to offer me a job.
Doing what?
Hostessing for the club.
You would take a job from the man who kicked me out of my own club? How could you do that to me?
Sweetheart, last night all you were concerned about was paying the rent. Now you don't have to worry because I'm going to help you.
I don't want my wife to have to work.
Why not? Susie worked.
That's different. That's different. She wasn't supporting me. Only a loser's wife does that.
Oh, so what are we supposed to do? Get evicted because you're too proud to let your wife go to work? I'm sorry, but I wasn't raised to be a bag lady.
And as a result, I'm sorry to say, Hank, you won't have this Irishman to kick around anymore.
I never had to kick him. He always gave a day's work for day's pay.
Ah, you were too easy on me.
Hank? No, I doubt that very much.
Oh, if he'd leaned on me a little more, I might have had this place finished by now. I tell you, Mr. Kendall, the man's a softie.
I felt sorry for you. You always complained about the workload.
Oh, right.
Two of you are still going to be working closely together.
You got a fancy title, Cagney?
Forget the title. I got a raise.
Money in the bank. I can dig it.
Oh, you got a title, too. You are looking at the new construction supervisor.
Must be a heck of a raise.
Oh, not that much.
The raise is never big enough, is it? Yellow.
Lloyd, is that you?
He always is.
This is Hogan McCleary. You're a hard man to track down.
Well, that's why you get the big bucks as an investigative reporter. Why are we whispering? What's the problem?
I'm here with Sonny. She had kind of a bad night. She just fell asleep. I don't want to wake her.
Well, what happened? Is she all right?
Yeah, she was frightened by some phone calls. She's staying with us. I don't want to leave her alone.
Oh, I understand.
Listen, I phoned in my interview with Laurie Hughes' girlfriend last night. Kristen got some good photos. They should be in the morning edition.
Don't worry about that. I'll get Max to sign somebody else for a follow-up. You stay close to Sonny.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Hogan, I'd like to see Sonny later, if that's all right.
Good idea. I'll see you later.
All right, bye-bye.
Hey, what's this about not leaving me alone today? You've got a job to do.
Well, not today, I don't.
But I don't want you to stay home
Just
because of
stifle
me.
it, Sunshine. I'm here for the duration.
But McClure,
Now, I think that you should get used to the idea of me hanging around. I mean, after all, we are partners, aren't we?
Thanks, McCleary.
To start making phone calls again.
I know it was Jack.
He's had a run of good luck. He feels secure. I wouldn't put anything past him now.
Why were you here alone last night?
My mother went to a weekend retreat in Lenox.
Kate didn't want to leave me alone, but everybody's life can't just stop to keep me company. And I've got Hogan to worry about. I'm keeping him from his work.
Come on, enough of that.
Your safety concerns all of us, Sonny.
I know that, and I'm grateful. But it's my problem, and I'm going to have to deal with it. He can't come running every time I'm frightened.
No, that's what friends are for. And there's also professional help available. Have you seen a therapist since this all happened?
I've been seeing a rape counselor.
Does it help?
It's an ongoing process.
Listen, I'll take you tomorrow if you like.
All right. I'm going to beat this thing. I can't go on living this way in fear all the time.
Now, that leads us to our next problem, which is where you're going to live and your safety, especially at night.
The nights are the worst.
She can always stay here. I'll be here.
What, 24 hours a day? She's already feeling guilty about the fact she's taking you away from work.
Well, what do you suggest?
Well, it's only a temporary solution at best, but I do own several units in a recently renovated condominium. It's a very good building. There's around-the-clock security. You can move in today, if you're willing.
Are you kidding? Oh, Lloyd, thank you. I'm so grateful.
Well, it's all right. It, is on Century Boulevard.
What difference does that make?
Sunshine, Lori Hughes lived in an apartment complex on Century Boulevard. She was murdered there.
So what's our captain of industry doing in a working stiff's bar at this hour?
I'll take the bartending job, if it's still available.
Well, it was beneath you yesterday. What happened?
Is the job still open?
Well, I'm the boss here. You'll follow orders, no back chat, right?
Right.
And if a customer should give you a hard time, could you handle that?
The customer's always right.
Even if you don't like his looks, huh? Now, some of my best customers are on your personal hit list. Can you smile when you're serving Cagney McCleary?
I'm sure that I'll be able to separate my personal feelings from business.
I'll believe that when I see it. Oh, how about dishwashing? Or is that beneath your dignity?
No, I'm sure I can handle that if I have to.
You will. You'll have dishpan hands by the end of the day. Can you deal with that, Mr. Carter?
Am I going to get the job or not?
Oh, you would work for a poor slob, an important man like you.
I'm sorry I said that. I didn't mean it.
Well, you meant it all right. Oh, one more thing.
What's that?
Just for once, be up front. You want a job so bad, you take one from a poor slob. You said that. So to start, deal with these.
Matchmaker.
Call the most exciting thing.
Hey, bartender, give me a beer, will you?
My. How the mighty have fallen.
All right, knock it off, Ringo. It's my first day here. I don't want to get fired for belting you.
Sweet, sweet justice. All the times you ordered me around. Now it's my turn. Get me a beer. Make it quick. I'm thirsty.
I said knock it off, Ringo.
Mr. Carter, say sorry to the nice man.
I'm sorry.
That's better. I like smiling faces around my pop.
I'm going to kill you when I get my hands on you.
Kill the goose. It's going away the golden egg. That's kind of stupid. See that stupid one?
What are you mumbling about there?
Oh, not much. Just a very hot tip I might share with you. See, there's this little filly named Twinkle Toes that's running the third race at Santyville, and she's a sure winner.
It sounds like a ballet school, not a horse.
Whatever. I'm gonna put a bundle on her, and at 20 to 1, come tomorrow, you're gonna be looking at a very rich man.
I can't wait for the other guys. They're gonna have to pay for their own drinks from now. Okay, that's
It's all on me.
what have we here? A new bartender.
What can I do for you?
Fill it to top with beer.
No, soda. Soda.
All right, fill it to the top with soda.
I serve soda in a glass.
Hey, come on, guys. It's a tradition.
Not with me, it isn't. Sorry.
Fill it up, Mr. Carter.
Yeah.
You're the boss. What's the charge?
No charge. It's a tradition.
There you go. There for the man. Okay.
Can you move the table?
Certainly.
Sweetheart, you did it. You got a job. I'm so proud of you. I did too. I got a job as a hostess. Isn't it terrific? We don't have to worry about the rent at all anymore.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, listen, I gotta go. White Kendall is taking me to lunch. See you later.
Okay, but if...
I'd like to make a toast to the newest construction supervisor. Adney McCleary.
All right, here we go.
Drink, all the way down the hatch.
No dribbling, he's
Come on
dribbling.
now, all the way down. Can you do it? Yeah.
It's going up his nose. Look at
I got 5,000. You think you can parlay that on the Twinkle Toes?
Oh, sure. But if you're smart, you'll borrow another 5,000. At those odds, you'll come home with a cool 100 grand. You'll be able to buy this place.
Would your bookie give me 5 on the arm?
No problem. As long as you come up with the other 5.
Yeah, you got a deal. Ringo, you better be right. This is the last bit of money I have in the world.
Mr. Carter, would you mind?
Oh, Mr. Carter, would you mind?
Yeah, you did it. I got it. Okay, I'll pay.
It's going to be hard enough raising a child by yourself without him intruding.
Well, it's a little more complicated than that. You see, Warren's not the father.